You won't believe what I found. Okay, hi, it's Weebs, your exquisitely flamboyant homosexual World of Warcrafter, and I'm here in Murder Row in Silvermoon City, and behind me is a tavern, little tavern sign, with humpy blood moon mercenary type with eye patch. Kinky, right? Eye patch, weapons, a little bit of kink. Leatherman, right? Little black clad Leatherman. So you go into the tavern, and I'm saying this for a reason. You go in the tavern, it looks like a tavern. Food, strawberry pie and plums for some reason in a tavern. They don't have the self-pouring wine if you saw my previous video. But taverny normal part, right? And then what happens if you go behind these lurid red curtains? Well, there's some more people just standing by, but oh, is this a ramp going down stairs behind the lurid red curtain that glows with red light? Now, think back. What traditionally, in a big city, would have red curtains and a red light? If you've been to Amsterdam, you know the answer to that question. It's a brothel. I think this is mockingly, not overtly, just for fun, kind of, sort of, a brothel. Lurid red curtains and red light. And look, a kitty cat you can pet. So that's one pussy. And here's another one. That's two pussies in the brothel. I'm just saying. Oh, he purred. You can hear him purr. And there's more of that delicious Silvermoon aged Gouda. And look at that round bed. Now, okay, I'm making something out of nothing, perhaps. Round beds have been Blood Elf beds for a while now, but if you grew up at all in the 70s or you're into the 70s thing, the round bed immediately brings to mind Hugh Hefner's famous round bed in the Playboy Mansion, and round beds in the sort of 70s into the 80s were kind of like the romantic, sexy thing. Like, ooh, he has a round bed. Ooh. It was kind of like in the 60s and early 70s, like beds with magic fingers that massage you were kind of the thing, with a lurid red curtain. So, pussies, red, round bed, adding up. But there's another dimension. Because wait a minute, what's over here? Besides the thrift store art that we have seen already, like they're just repeating the same paintings. What, like, do blood elves all shop at like the same Goodwill? But what's this? What indeed is this? It has a lock. It's a cage. And it's about the right size for a person. Isn't it? There's a cage in the brothel. That means it's not really just a brothel. It's a dungeon. The color scheme, more or less, it's just really the red, the sort of dark, dingy, not completely dark, but kind of lowered light atmosphere. And the fact that the Silver Chalice, which is the name of the tavern, has underneath it, in parentheses, the word sanctuary. Now, I know other taverns are called sanctuaries, but I'm telling you, there is a dungeon, an S&M and fetish and kink dungeon, commercial enterprise in Los Angeles, run by friends of mine, that is called Sanctuary. Blizzard's headquarters are in Irvine, which is in Orange County. I would say about 45 minutes to an hour's drive from Sanctuary, the dungeon. Now, the rooms are sort of arcane, like, oh, crystals, this room's all about crystals. And this room over here is like, ooh, floating arcane tome of spells and wisdom with, your average weaponry, right? Okay, innocuous, very World of Warcraft. But, like, the fact that these rooms are all along a corridor and all branching off, it's like dungeons are set up. They have Sanctuary, particularly, has rooms that you can rent with your dominatrix, or dominator, and you go in and there's equipment for a scene, and then there's this one that has a cage in it and some unguents or ointments And what's this on the table here? Let me back up and zoom in. It's a black rope coiled on the edge of the table. And if you have ever spent any time around the leather and kink community, a neatly tied up coiled rope exactly in that pattern with the double loop and then the remains coiled around the middle, that is a rope used for fetish, fun, and games. I'm just saying. It's like they put them in a skein like that. They sell them in the stores. Rough Trade up in Silver Lake sells them that way. And look, is this religious garb on a hanger for some perhaps kinky religious role-playing? Looks like the Scarlet Crusade kind of outfit. I don't know, if you put it all together, it's all circumstantial evidence. I'm just saying. Could be. Could be. Now the one over here with this guy, where is it? There's one room that has bags of money in it. And I think that is a room for Findom. And if you don't know what Findom is, Findom, go look it up on Google. I'm not going to corrupt your sensibilities by telling you. Over here, more innocuous room. Oh, this one has crystals and a book. High arcane. The bookshelves, all very nice, all very nice. La la la. So then we go upstairs. Nothing to see here. A little lounge for the people who can't afford to rent a room. Snicker, snicker. And we go up the ramp. And this is a room that I showed you in my other video, but we've seen these robot-y types over here. Now, the reason this part is a little more innocuous, they're selling things that you collect. Cool outfits, right? But what do you buy them with? You buy them with these little remnant of anguish crystals or something. Seized with distant screams of pain, construct Vianor at Astalor's sanctum. Sanctum? Sanctuary? I'm just saying. In Silvermoon would be interested in this. Seized with distant screams of pain. I'm telling you, this thing is some kind of covert nod to a particular dungeon in Los Angeles. That's my take. Poke holes in it if you will, but you cannot convince me that it... Wait just a minute, this is further circumstantial proof. Scrubbing the floor of the dungeon is a sanctum attendant, quote unquote, or as we know it in the leather community, a slave. Okay, slave is a loaded word with enormous racial connotations and political connotations here in the United States. Let me contextualize. I am being funny, and I'm referring to it in the context of leather and kink, in which people consensually and voluntarily and eagerly choose to play the role, to take on the role of someone subservient in power to a master, and they call themselves a slave. They use that label. It's very satisfying for them. You talk to people in the leather and kink community if you're wondering about that. Oh, I'm going to get one of those 418 plus ratings from YouTube on this video, aren't I? But I mean, here it is. Here it all is. Findom, cages, slave, distant screams of pain. I'm telling you, it's all supposed to be some sort of funhouse dungeon thing. I'm telling you, Silvermoon City is San Francisco. Home to Dory Alley and the Folsom Street Fair. Big leather kink fetish festivals. It's a very healthy leather community in San Francisco. I'm telling you, Silvermoon is the gay city in Azeroth. Yeah, prove me wrong. Anyway, tell me what... I'm really just having fun. You can make something out of anything, but tell me what your thoughts are in the comments, okay? And please remember, if you're having fun, like and subscribe and see more of my absolutely absurd homosexual videos.